The year was 2007. I was fresh out of college and chasing dreams in New York City, broke and exhausted, but full of energy. My Brooklyn apartment was small and plain, but it was mine. That October evening, the heat lingered unnaturally in the air as I left my office building. The subway platforms were packed and loud. I had no energy to squeeze into another crowded train. I stepped onto the curb and flagged a yellow cab. I climbed into the back seat and let the vinyl squeak under me. The driver nodded silently and merged into traffic, the city lights flashing past the windows. For the first 20 minutes, it was peaceful. I leaned my head against the glass and watched the blur of streetlights and brake lights roll by. That was when I noticed it. A black Crown Victoria in the next lane, matching our speed, close enough that I could see the outline of its wide front grille. The cab switched lanes to avoid a slow car. The Crown Vic did the same. We turned onto an avenue. So did it. My fingers tensed against my leg. I leaned forward. That car is still behind us. The driver shrugged, eyes ahead. Just traffic, he said, and turned the volume knob on the static-filled radio. I watched the car follow us, block after block. It never got closer, never fell behind. It just stayed there, like it had no place else to be. We reached my street. The taxi slowed. The Crown Victoria pulled up next to us now, not behind, not passing. Just next to me, completely parallel. Through the tinted windows, I saw two figures inside, both in dark suits. One of them slowly turned their head. I felt their stare before I met it. Even with the glass between us, the stare was sharp, cold, focused. I looked away fast, pretending not to feel hunted. I fumbled for my wallet with shaking fingers. I kept my eyes on the car as I paid. The Crown Vic crept down the street a few feet, then stopped again. One figure still watched me, unmoving. It felt like they were waiting for something. My chest tightened as I opened the cab door. I walked fast. I did not run. I did not look back. I could feel the gaze burning holes in my back the whole way to my door. My key would not go in right away. My hands were trembling. The door finally clicked open, and I rushed inside without looking behind me. I slammed the door shut, locked it, slid the bolt, and stood pressed against the wood, chest heaving, heartbeat thundering in my ears. I waited. The hallway was silent. No footsteps, no voices. I crept to the peephole and looked out. The Crown Victoria was gone. The street looked normal, but I knew it was not. Something had watched me and wanted more. The next day, I was jumpy. Every black car made my stomach drop. I started taking different routes and walking with purpose. I told myself it was just coincidence, just nerves. I kept repeating that lie until I saw the news report that changed everything. The reporter spoke of a string of break-ins in Brooklyn. No signs of entry, no alarm triggers. Victims were always people living alone. The part that froze my blood was this. Witnesses saw a black Crown Victoria near the homes before each break-in. The suspects wore suits. moved like professionals, no fingerprints, no faces on camera, nothing left behind. I called the police. I told them everything. The date, the time, the street, the suits, the stare. They listened, they took notes, but I could hear it in their voices. Doubt. What could I give them? A black car, 2 suits, no plates, no faces, no crime committed. I moved out 3 months later, got a roommate, changed neighborhoods. Still, the memory never left. It stayed in my spine like a cold wire. Time passed. Things felt normal again, until one night last month, outside a meeting, I stepped onto the street to call a ride. Across the street was a black Crown Victoria. Engine running, 2 figures inside, motionless, watching, just like before. I walked away, did not run, did not speak, just vanished into the nearest building. Some fear never leaves, especially when it almost had you. That was the end of my story. If it unsettled you even a little, let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more true horror from the shadows of the city.